Alright, so I wanted to just make a short Hearthstone video here. Usually my Hearthstone videos are marathon arena runs. But for this one I want to talk a little bit about Constructed, the changes they've made to play mode now. The patch came out yesterday, and last night I spent about an hour playing play mode and had won several games in a row, 6 or 7 in a row, and so I got up to rank 19. You start at 25. What happens is, and we'll play one match here, and win or lose, we'll see how it affects our ranking. What happens here is every time you win, you move up in ranking, and anytime you lose, you move down. Now, if you win consecutive matches like I did last night, I just went on a streak and just couldn't hardly lose, and so you get a bonus. I think it's an extra star basically, and all the rankings before the one at 20, so 21 through 25 only had 2 stars. So if you get that bonus because you've won consecutive matches, then every match you're moving up a full ranking. Now that there's 3 stars, it doesn't quite work out that way. If we win one match, it should go up 1 star. If we lose a match, it should go down 1 star potentially and put us down to the next lowest ranking, down to 20. I think is how it's going to happen. But if we had already won a match, and this is going to be a consecutive match won, we'd get 2 stars, and that put us up even higher. And so the bonus you get there can be helpful when you're leveling up and trying to sort of get back to the level of play mode that you're used to being at, or whatever your ceiling is for your play and your decks. So we're using a Warlock deck here, and this is mostly the deck of if you haven't listened to it, there's a Turn 2 podcast, and they do a lot of Constructed talk. In fact, they have tournaments pretty frequently. We'll keep these. They have tournaments pretty frequently, and this is one of the decks that one of their players used, or pretty close to it. And it's just basically an aggro Warlock deck. It's pretty decent, especially at lower rankings. It was mopping up the floor, but so we're playing against a Shaman here. We'll go ahead and we'll lead with the Knife Juggler, which will get some removal out of him, and then we'll go Fairy Dragon next turn, or just straight into Harvest Golem. Let's see what he plays here. So he's just going to play a Totem. So we will go Harvest Golem. No, we'll do Fairy Dragon and Void Walker. He's probably planning on doing some sort of lightning next turn, I would think. So this will give us... Okay, it only hit with 1, unfortunately. This will give us a better chance of maybe the Knife Juggler living through whatever removal he's planning here. So had a feeling that's what he was planning, and we actually did okay there. Our Knife Juggler lived, and that would be the preference. We could play Defender of Argus, but I don't necessarily want to do that. I don't want to put Taunt on the Knife Juggler just yet. And we can't leave that alive, and we don't want to use a Soulfire on it, so we'll go ahead and end turn here. Now starting next turn, we probably will... Well, with Defender of Argus, we may not be able to life tap next turn. We'll see what he plays here. He's coining into something to use 3 mana. He's already got Overload once. Okay, now he's going to get some Feral Spirits up. Now these have 2 attack. So what we want to do here is... Well, this already has 3 defense, but we need to have 3 attacks. So we're going to go ahead and Defender of Argus right in between here. And then we will go ahead and take these out and end turn. So now he's at 3 mana because of overload penalty. He does have one card here he can play with 1 mana. What's he going to do? He's thinking long and hard about it. That's a good play. Doesn't get overload penalty for that, and he gets rid of the Knife Juggler, so I think that was totally worth it there. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do Shattered Sun Cleric,
You must cleanse the Sunwell.
Argent Squire, and we'll life tap. And might as well not be too silly here and leave that up. We'll go ahead and take that little totem down just so that he doesn't have an easy way to remove the Divine Shield. So the whole idea behind this Warlock deck is life tap as much as you can and go for it. Just aggro. I mean, just, you know, just go, go, go. And that's pretty much what you're doing. I think we now have to wait on the Soulfire. I think we've got to... Defender of Argus is too good. I don't want to risk Soulfiring that and get discarding that card. We'll end up playing that and maybe whatever else we draft, and then we can... Wow. How about that, huh? And... oh, he's going to draw a card. We'll just go ahead and Soulfire that, actually, I think. Let's see what we draw. Now I have a Ragnaros in this deck. Ragnaros is actually probably too slow for this deck. What we should have is Sylvanas, is kind of what a lot of people are running now in these types of decks. But the problem, why would he hex that? Oh, okay, because he's lightning bolting that. The problem is, I don't have Sylvanas unlocked, but the problem with Rag is he's just too slow. So he's got a healing totem up. We'll probably go ahead and Rag here. A lot of times when, you know, you get a AoE attack that wipes your whole board like we just had happen, that pretty much is, you know, he's going to probably win now. He brings out another Hex. It's not guaranteed. This... oh, he's got Feral Spirits. So he's doing the right thing. He's slowing us down, putting taunts up whenever he can, saving hard removal for the big cards. And he probably will win this one. Let's see what we get on life tap here. Okay, so we can go ahead and... he probably will win this one, but you never know. This Warlock deck is very strong, and if any deck can withstand getting like 6 minions taken out at one time like we had happen, it's this one. But I would still say odds are he'll probably still win. He's got all of these lightning storms. It's kind of, this is sort of maybe the perfect counter to the deck we're playing with, is just having the ability to continuously AoE remove things. Pirates is doing well. So we don't want a Demon Fire here unless we were just going to take out his healing totem. Let's see what we get here.
Why do you fall?
The light protects me.
And we've pretty much lost this one, but anyway, this Warlock deck is very good. We're down to 12 cards. He's got 14. It's very good, and in most scenarios, you know, they don't have that much, and now he's bringing out his big cards, that much removal like he has had, so much AoE removal and mixed with the taunt. That's the thing. If he hadn't had all the taunts and the AoE removal, just one or the other, we probably still would have been okay. But as it is, we are in deep over our head here. So
We must Cleanse the Sunwell. I fight.
We gotta start slowly working on this now. We just don't have a chance here. So anyway, he should just attack us to our face. We've got little minions up. He should just ignore them, at least with this guy. There's no point in...
My shield for Argus.
yeah, now just attack to our face. He's doing 9 damage. Alright, so there you go. Okay, so this is a good experiment here. I mean, as many matches as I win with this deck, I hate to have recorded a loss, but that's okay. This is going to be a good experiment. Say we lost a star. Now, we didn't lose a ranking because we are still novice engineer, but if we lose another match, I think we actually would go down in ranking. But anyway, so there is a quick video. I mean, you know, let's just let's have some humility here. I'm tempted to, you know, re-record and get a win, but no, we'll put up a loss. And this has been an example of how play mode works. The change now, obviously, this is such an improvement. If you saw before, there was just this little button up here that most players, when they first started playing, didn't even notice, and it was the way that you clicked on rank. Now by default it comes on casual, but it's very obvious that this is what you hit to get ranked play. It also changes the button down here from play to play ranked. Very clear. Blizzard knows what they're doing and is moving in the right direction here with making changes to the game, making it the interface more user-friendly. Everything they've done here has just made it look, in my opinion, just better, cleaner. I really like what they're doing with it. So anyway, this has been MDog, and this has been a quick video about the changes to play mode as of the patch that came out, which was yesterday, December 10th, 2013.